This video is an analysis of landscape art in the Impressionist and Post-impressionist movements. I'm Jana Malek and this is my final art video project. First, I would like to address that both movements were created in France during the late 19th century. However, despite sharing a country of origin, their styles are distinctly different. I will compare and analyze the notable work of Claude Monet and Paul Signac throughout this video. The origins of the Impressionist movement. The Impressionist movement was first coined by a group of artists who were rejected from the state-sponsored exhibition, the Salon, due to their distinct style, which was described as unfinished impressions, and it was greatly looked down on. Techniques in the movement included painting small, short strokes which appeared optically blended from a distance. They also often depicted landscapes and genre scenes, which were deemed as unimportant during that time period. Since the Salon was one of the only places exhibitions were held to showcase art in France, rejection meant not selling your work, and artists like Claude Monet, Auguste Renoir, and Alfred Sisley could not afford such rejection, which is why a group of artists decided to establish their own exhibition after rejection, and that was very uncommon at the time. Their inspiration was Claude Monet, as he was one of the main Impressionist movement contributors. However, Monet wanted no part in that and waited for the Salon to accept him. Eventually, Monet agreed, and Société Anonyme des Artistes, I'm sorry for my pronunciation, was created. Like I mentioned, Claude Monet was notable for his work in the Impressionist movement. Impression Sunrise in particular helped coin the Impressionist movement name, as it was displayed in the first Impressionist exhibition in 1874. Monet focused on capturing the light reflecting off the water as well as the movement of the water under the sunlight. The Impressionist style utilized expressive brushstrokes, creating movement and capturing a moment in time. This can be seen in this painting. Monet often painted outdoor scenes of nature and focused on the spontaneity of nature and real-life scenes. On the other hand, the Post-impressionist movement rejected the Impressionist use of spontaneous and naturalistic rendering of light and color. The Impressionist movement focused on artistic self-expression, portraying emotional and symbolic meaning in art. The movement was created a couple years after the creation of the Impressionist movement, and it was led by artists like Paul Cézanne and Vincent van Gogh. Unlike Impressionists who utilized spontaneous styles and technique, Post-impressionists studied color theory and approached art with a scientific and structured manner. Artists focused on pure colors, which included violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. Some are basically the primary colors. They also mixed only with white or with a color adjacent on the color wheel. Unexpected colors in nature were also seen, such as orange in the reflection of water, and that was used to create shadows and fake shades in order to create depth and interest in the paintings. Paul Signac was a revolutionary post-impressionist who used complementary colors such as blue, yellow, and orange in his work. Evening Calm used such colors, and they used such colors to create vibrant yet peaceful scenes. The Neo-Impressionism was nicknamed Pointillism due to its use of technical tiny dots. Paul Signac utilized such techniques throughout many of his work, as can be seen here in Evening Calm. Despite using Pointillism himself, Signac rejected the label of a unified artistic style, as it does not capture the movement's goal of individual expression and point of view. Evening Calm was largely influenced by his travels around the Mediterranean coast, giving the painting its symbolic meaning of love for sea and nature. Post-impressionism and impressionism represent pivotal moments in the history of art. The respective techniques in the portrayal of nature are very different, but also revolutionary. Impressionist artists like Monet focused on capturing momentary impressions through light and brushstrokes, while post-impressionist artists like Paul Signac experimented with color theory, pointillism, and pushed the artistic boundaries of art expression.